Hello, today I am sharing a tutorial for a stitch I'm calling the Buttonhole Eyelet stitch. My name is Jen, welcome to Winrose Fiber Studio, and let's crochet. Over the past few weeks, I have been working on a new pattern. It's going to be a top. I want it to be lightweight, very wearable during the warm seasons, and perhaps a really nice light layer in the winter and fall. I wanted to create a fabric that was breathable, that had nice drape, something a little more open and airy. Now, I don't know about you, but when I think of the word eyelet, especially in regards to fabric, I picture something a little more like this. What I love about eyelet fabric is that those open spaces become part of the design and also part of the texture of the fabric. Technically, an eyelet is an opening in your fabric through which you can lace laces and tie things together, but eyelets are also used to add to design. For the project I'm working on, I designed a fabric with eyelets in the shape of buttonholes. It adds some texture. It's certainly a little unexpected. You could also really play around with a fabric like this and embellish it with ribbons and lace or maybe even a few buttons. I think this is going to be a really fun fabric to play around with. I can imagine using this for swimsuit cover-ups, market bags, summer tank tops, items like that. I'm so excited to eventually share this pattern that I'm working on with you, but for now I thought I would share this stitch pattern with you, and that way over the summer season you can play around with this fabric for yourself and figure out what you might like to make with the buttonhole eyelet stitch. For this tutorial, I'm going to use that Bernat Baby Cotton. It has good stitch definition. It's a light color, so it's a little bit easier for you to see. I'll also be using a 4mm crochet hook. We will begin our fabric by chaining any multiple of 5. If you prefer to start with a foundation double crochet row, you'll crochet a multiple of 5 plus 3. For this sample swatch, I'm using a beginning chain of 20 stitches. Maybe this goes without saying, but make sure your beginning chain isn't too tight, knowing that we're going to be working into these stitches. Just keep them nice and relaxed. Now that we have our 20 chains, we're ready for row 1, in which the right side of the fabric will be facing us. We're going to begin by skipping the first 3 stitches. Those 3 chains will count as the first double crochet of the row, and then we're going to double crochet in the 4th chain from the hook and in each stitch across. You'll notice that I'm working my double crochets into just the top loop of each chain, working my way across. This will allow this edge of the fabric to have a little bit of stretch in it. If double crochet is a new stitch for you, you create a double crochet by working a yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn over and pull up a loop, and then you yarn over, pull through 2 loops on your hook, and then you do that again, yarn over and pull through the last 2 loops on your hook. That's how you create a double crochet, and you work 1 double crochet into each of these chain stitches across. Those first 3 skipped chains become the first double crochet in the row, and row 1 will have a total of 18 stitches. Let's count. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and that beginning chain 3 is 18. So row 1 has a total of 18 stitches, and we finish off row 1 by chaining 1 and turning our work. Row 2 begins by working 1 single crochet in each of the next 2 stitches, and then we begin our repeat for this row. You're going to chain 3 and then skip over the next 3 stitches and then work 1 single crochet in each of the next 2 stitches, and then back to the beginning of that repeat. You'll chain 3, skip the next 3 stitches, and then single crochet in each of the next 2 stitches. You're going to continue this repeat until only 3 stitches remain, and then you're going to work 1 single crochet into each of the last 3 stitches. That last single crochet is going to be worked into the top of the beginning chain 3. Just insert your hook under the top loop and work that last single crochet, and then we've completed row 2. Here's a look at row 2. You can see that we've created the spaces for our buttonholes. We're going to begin row 3 a little bit differently with a stacked double crochet. I'm zooming in case you haven't worked one of these before. You begin by turning your work so that the working yarn is behind your fabric. Then go ahead and insert your hook into that first stitch. Grab that yarn and pull up a loop, and then yarn over and pull through both loops on your hook. After that, you can see that I'm turning my fabric to the side so that the edge of the fabric is facing us. It looks just like the top of a stitch. You're going to insert your hook from right to left underneath those 2 threads, yarn over, pull up a loop, and then yarn over, pull through 2. This gives our stacked double crochet a twist and makes it even more closely resemble just a regular old double crochet. Let's look at that again. So loosen that loop on your hook just a little bit and then turn your work so that your working yarn is behind your fabric. Insert your hook into the first stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2. Turn your fabric so that the edge is facing you, and then you're going to insert your hook from right to left underneath those 2 threads, yarn over, pull up a loop, and then yarn over and pull through 2. If this is feeling a little fiddly to you, you can skip it, chain 3 and turn, and then skip that very first stitch. Your chain 3 will count as the first double crochet of your row. As you can see, I just did the next 2 stitches of row 3, which is simply to work a double crochet in each of the next 2 stitches. And you can see how that stacked double crochet does a wonderful job of mimicking a regular double crochet. So we've done our stacked double crochet, we worked 1 double crochet in each of the next 2 stitches, and now we begin our repeating pattern. We work a double crochet in the top loop of each of the next 3 chains. We're working into that top loop only. Those other 2 threads really complete the look of a sewn-in buttonhole, so we really only want to go through the top thread of those chain stitches. After that, we're going to work 1 double crochet in each of the next 2 stitches. Here's the first. And 1 more. Let's take a moment and admire our very first completed buttonhole eyelet before going back to the beginning of that repeat. You're going to continue that repeat all the way across and then chain 1 and turn. Unfortunately, my camera decided to stop focusing for the rest of this row, so here is the completed row 3. I will get a little more footage of working around those buttonholes when we get to row 5, never fear, but for now we're going to go ahead, chain 1 and turn, and head into row 4. Row 4 begins by working 1 single crochet into each of the next 3 stitches. After that, we begin our repeating pattern for row 4. Chain 3, skip the next 3 stitches, and then single crochet in each of the next 2 stitches. Then you go back to the beginning of that repeat. You're going to continue this repeat all the way across. Here we are on the very last repeat. We're going to chain 3, skip 3 stitches, and then work 1 single crochet into each of the last 2 stitches. Now that last stitch is the top of our stacked double crochet, but it works just like a regular stitch. Once you complete row 4, we're ready to move on to row 5, which begins with another one of those stacked double crochets. So turn your work so that the working yarn is behind your fabric. Insert your hook into the first stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2. Turn your fabric so that the side edge is facing, and then insert your hook right to left underneath those 2 threads. Yarn over, pull up a loop, and then yarn over, pull through 2. Now you can carry on with row 5 by working 1 double crochet in the next stitch and then heading into the repeating pattern for row 5. Here we are on that very first buttonhole, so we're going to work a double crochet in the top loop of each of the next 3 chains. There's our second one and our third. And then you continue the repeat by working a double crochet in each of the next 2 stitches. There's the first and the second, which brings us back to the beginning of the repeating pattern and our next chain 3 space. You can see that the front side of the chain is kind of facing the back of the work, and what's facing you as you're working across the row is the back side of these chains. So the bump or the very back of the chain is in the middle, and you're working under the top thread just above that back bump. The first one is always a little bit tighter, so be careful and make sure you don't miss that very first chain, and then you go underneath the one in the middle, and then the last one is always a little bit easier. So we've worked our double crochets across those 3 chains, and now we're working 1 double crochet in each of the next 2 stitches, and then once again we're back to the beginning of that repeat. I'm pausing to bring the fabric just a little bit closer to the camera so you can get a really good look at the back of these chains. So we're working under these top threads just above the back bumps of the chains. So let's go ahead and double crochet across our chain 3 space. And now there are only 3 stitches remaining, and we're going to work 1 double crochet into each of the last 3 stitches and then chain 1 and turn. And with that, you now officially know everything you need to know to continue on working the buttonhole eyelet stitch. So you'll continue this pattern by repeating rows 2 through 5 respectively, or in that order. So you'll just work 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5 until your fabric has reached your desired size. We're creating our buttonholes horizontally as we work our rows back and forth, but I really prefer a vertical orientation of the fabric. Also, you'll notice that our buttonholes are not evenly aligned, but rather staggered. This allows for the eye to travel up and down or back and forth and just makes these lines a little bit more interesting. Here is our sample swatch with 11 rows. Our first row, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. So the buttonhole rows are the even rows, and the double crochet rows are the odd rows, and the right side of the fabric is facing you when you're working those odd numbered rows. Of course, you can use this fabric in any way that you imagine. I really love this stitch worked up in a lighter weight yarn. Both of the ones I used today were actually labeled a 3, but as you can see, this Barocco Remix Light is quite a bit lighter. The fabric has more drape, the buttonholes are a little bit smaller, and I really like the way this is working up. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I have written out all of the directions in the description below. If you like, you can take a screenshot of those and add the buttonhole eyelet stitch to your personal stitch library. Please hit like and subscribe, especially if you're curious to see this top when I have the pattern complete. I will absolutely be sharing it here on the channel as a free step-by-step video tutorial. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.